Take a fresh page. Right, unit number 2, accounting principles. Accounting principles. Put one hyphen and write concepts and conventions. Accounting principles, concepts and conventions. Okay, now see, whatever we do in our accounting, there is a logic for it. It is not a illogical subject. As I told you, accounting is an art where that art was designed by someone and the framer of the law or the subject has kept certain rules and regulations. That rules and regulations we call it as accounting principles. Okay? These accounting principles are standard set of rules and regulations. So these accounting principles are standard set of rules and regulations which everyone has to follow in the preparation and presentation of financial statements. Till now, n number of things you people might have done, but you don't know this is the reason why we are doing it. Okay? Now you will understand everything why we do like that. Okay? Hello. We'll discuss. Ready? AC remote too. First two lights off just. అవుతున్నట్టు చూడు హెడ్ కట్ అవుతుంది కెమెరా పెంచాలి హెడ్ కట్ అవుతుంది ఇదేంటి కట్ అవుతుంది అక్కడ అడ్జస్ట్ అలా కిందికి చేశారు పైకి చేయాలి ఓకే సో ఐ హావ్ రిటన్ దిస్ హెడింగ్ అకౌంటింగ్ కాన్సెప్ట్స్ ప్రిన్సిపల్స్ కాన్సెప్ట్స్ అండ్ కన్వెన్షన్స్ ఓకేనా సో వాట్ ఆర్ దీస్ అకౌంటింగ్ ప్రిన్సిపల్స్ కాన్సెప్ట్స్ అండ్ కన్వెన్షన్స్ see as I told you accounting is often referred as language of business. Second one we have learnt is accounting is nothing but it's art. Accounting is nothing but an art. Now when this art we have designed at the time of designing we kept some rules and regulations. Okay na? Say for example we prepare accounts for how much period? You prepare your final accounts. For how much period you prepare? 1 year. Okay? 1 year is how many months? 12 months. See that. The lights off. 2 lights. 1 year is 12 months. Which 12? Financial year starts when? March card. 1st April to 31st March. Second year. Another type of year. Calendar year. Calendar year starts when? 1st January to 31st December. Which year I should follow? April to. Okay? I'm an academician. Mine is a colleges. I'll start my academic year in June. I would like to follow June to May. Is it allowed? Yes, allowed. My birthday is in December. I love to start on my birthday. December to November, can I do that? Yes, I can do it. Sir, who said that, sir? Principal said. Who gave you that option? Principal said. Okay? You go on the road. Red signal వచ్చింది. What do you do? Why? Sir, red ante stop అన్నాడు సార్. ఎవరు చెప్పాడు? Motor Vehicle Act has given a set of rules and regulations. Red పడితే stop, orange పడితే ready, green పడితే go. అంతే కదా? Who said that? Rule. Like that, anything that you do in accounting, there is a rule. ఉత్తుత్తగా ఏం చేయాల. ఓన్లీ థింగ్ ఏంటంటే మీకు ఇంటర్మీడియట్ ఫస్ట్ ఇయర్ సెకండ్ ఇయర్ లెవెల్ చెప్పరు అంతే. దే విల్ నాట్ టెల్ యూ అట్ ఇంటర్ ఫస్ట్ ఇయర్ అండ్ సెకండ్ ఇయర్ లెవెల్. దే సింప్లీ సేస్ దట్ ఇది ఇలాగే చేయాలి, యూ బ్లైండ్లీ ఫాలో బికాస్ దే ఆర్ ఇంజెక్టింగ్ ద సబ్జెక్ట్. నౌ వాట్ ఐ విల్ డూ, ఐ విల్ కనెక్ట్ దిస్ విత్ ద సబ్జెక్ట్ వాట్ యూ హ్యావ్ ఆల్రెడీ స్టడీడ్. Or non-commerce students who did not study, don't worry, we'll study afresh and I'll tell you why we do like this. For everything there is a reason. So to make this language very clear, it should be real, it should be facts, it is based on certain assumptions, etc. Standard rules and regulations. Those standard rules and regulations are called accounting principles. Okay, what are those? Just check here now. He is just giving a story that what is and accounting is often referred as what? Okay. The financial statement prepared by accountant communicate financial information to various stakeholders. Who are stakeholders? I told you. Shareholders. Shareholder is one type of stakeholder. Everyone who is interested in your business is known as a stakeholder. They need various information. Why they need information? For decision making. So in order to make a uniformity, everyone should follow the same set of rules and regulations. That uniformity we call it as accounting principles. Okay, just check out here. Therefore, it is important that the financial statements prepared by different organizations should be prepared on uniform basis. When you will follow uniform basis, you go on the road. Everyone will drive on the left side of the road, right side of the road, left to right, up to down. Only left side. Only left side of the road we drive. Why? Rule. Everyone if drives like that, we can avoid accidents. Also, there should be consistency over a period of time in the preparation of financial statement. So every accountant should follow his own norms and notions for accounting different items. Then there will be utter. So art kabatti evadela padtala raskunnadu anukondi. If everyone is doing in their own style, it will be a kichidi kada. So everyone should follow the same set of rules and regulations. That same set of rules and regulations are known as accounting principles. Clear? So to avoid confusion and to achieve uniformity, accounting process is applied within the conceptual framework which is known as so GAAP, GAAP, GAAP ante generally accepted accounting principles. These are accepted worldwide. Worldwide it is going to be same, but in this certain things will vary from country to country. What it is that I'll tell you. So remember this word GAAP. The terms GAAP are usually described rules developed for preparation and presentation of. These are called concepts, conventions, postulates, principles, etc. The gaps are backbone of. So what is this? Why accounting is designed like this? If you want to understand, learn the rules. Learn the principles. Then you will understand why accounting is like this. Why we do something like this? This is the answer there. Clear? Accounting principles are basic norms and assumptions on which the whole accounting system is developed and if someone asks you a question, why the accounting is like this? What we normally do, we'll say, adante, adatlage cheyandi antar. But that is wrong. Adante em ledu. There is nothing like that. Okay, there is a rule for it, there is a regulation for it. If someone has not told you ante, they don't know the principles. So in principles, it is very clearly written. Okay na? Array, go and ask the coordinator to get a mic. Okay na? Accountant also adheres various accounting standards. ఈ తర్వాత చదువుకుందాం. What is accounting standards అనే తర్వాత చెప్తాను. ఆ పాట వదిలేసేయండి. Then, your accounting principles are broadly categorized into two types. Okay? Now, these accounting principles, first of all, has got certain conditions. What are that? Let's learn that first. Accounting principles are body of doctrine. Okay na? They are commonly associated with the theory and procedures of accounting, serving as an explanation of current. If you do something like this, why you do like that? Answer is here. Okay na? Guide for selection of convention and procedures where alternative exists. అంటే మీకు కొన్ని 2-3 alternatives ఉన్నాయనుకోండి to do something. బ్యాటరీ లేనట్టు లింక్ అవుతుంది, బ్యాటరీ లేదు, అక్కడ పెట్టేసి. ఓకేనా? టు డూ ఏ particular treatment, if you have 2-3 alternatives, what to follow also, this will guide you. Okay? Say for example, you went to a restaurant, you want to order a food. It will be what? What will be there to order a food? You will see the menu. What you will order? Whatever you wish. Ante kada? Why you are ordering whatever you like? Because that is an option. That is a choice. Choices are given, no? Among choices are given, whichever I want, I'll select. Like that in accounting also, there are number of choices which were given. There were number of choices which were given. Among that choice, we have to select one choice and then proceed with the accounting. Clear? So, accounting principle must satisfy the following conditions. They should be based on. There are n number of areas where we do our own assumptions in preparing our accounts. They must be simple, understandable and explanatory. They should be followed. Okay na? Consistency is one of the key to success. Similarly, consistency, మనకు ఆప్షన్స్ ఉన్నాయి కదా అని రోజుకు ఆప్షన్ వాడొద్దు. ఏదో ఒక ఆప్షన్ కంటిన్యూగా ఫాలో అవ్వాలి. Next, they should be able to reflect the future. If you remember, one of the function of accounting was forecasting. Forecasting అంటే ఏమని చెప్పాను? Able to say what happens in future. And the last one, they should be informational too. So there are users of accounting. That information should go to users. Clear? See, these are the some of the conditions that should be satisfied for accounting principles. Okay? Write some notes. Accounting is generally referred as a language of business. A language of business. Accounting is often referred as a language of business. Full stop. To make the language clear to all, certain set of rules have been developed. 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 Full stop. These are generally accepted These are generally accepted set of rules. These are generally accepted set of rules which have been developed for preparation and presentation of financial statements. For preparation and presentation of financial statements. Okay, now to stop. To provide uniformity, consistency, and to avoid confusion. Gap, gap. Put one hyphen and write generally accepted accounting principles. Generally accepted accounting principles are developed. Generally accepted accounting principles are developed. Generally accepted accounting principles are developed. Stop. These are backbone of the entire accounting system. These are backbone of entire accounting system. So, accounting principles are basic norms. Accounting principles are basic norms and assumptions on which the whole accounting system has been developed and established. On which the whole accounting system has been developed and established. So, accounting principles must satisfy the following conditions. Accounting principles must satisfy the following conditions. Okay, write one by one. First one, they are real assumptions. They are real assumptions. Second, they must be simple. They must be simple, understandable, and explanatory. They must be simple, understandable, and explanatory. Next, they must be followed consistently. They must be followed consistently. They must be followed consistently. Next, they should be able to reflect future predictions. They should be able to reflect future predictions. Last, they should be informational for users. They should be informational for users. So this is the introduction to your accounting principles, concepts and convention. Okay na? Chalo, listen here now. See here. Accounting principles are broadly categorized into two types. One is accounting concepts. Second one is accounting conventions. Okay na? Chapandi. A common sense and common understanding Japandi. What do you mean by a concept? A topic. Inka. Meaning. About accounts. Inka. మన ఫ్రెండ్స్తో మాట్లాడుతుంటాం తెలుసా, అరే ఐ హ్యావ్ ఎ కాన్సెప్ట్. Concept ante the basic idea upon which our accounting is based. Basic idea upon which our accounting is based. As I already told you, if you remember, accounting is nothing but an art. It was not there right from the beginning of Adam and Eve. Someone thought there was a need, so we created. There was a need, so we created. That creation comes from, we all are accountants. We were doing the accounting. Suddenly I got a problem. Once the problem comes, we'll start thinking. I got a solution. I got an idea. I communicated to all my co-accountants. I said, "Are idea boundra?" I said, "Let's follow." I said, "Let's follow." So everyone started following. These ideas as universal application. These ideas has universal application. Ante entire world will follow this. The concepts that we are going to study now, this is not only for India. This is for entire world. Entire world will follow these concepts. Okay na? Then, what is a convention? What is a convention? Normally we have convention centers, no? What is a convention? What do you do in conventions? Functions. Okay? Em cheskunta function? O pello parentamo cheskunnaru. Enduku cheskuntunaru? Why you are doing marriage? Why you are celebrating functions? Huh? Okay, good. Correct. His answer is right. Yes. Who told you to do that? అమ్మ నాన్న చెప్పారు, చేశాం. వాళ్ళకి ఎవరు చెప్పారు? వాళ్ళ అమ్మ నాన్న వాళ్ళకి ఎవరు చెప్పారు? అదేంటో తెలుసా? ఇట్ ఈస్ ఏ కస్టమ్, ఇట్ ఈస్ ఏ ట్రెడిషన్, ఇట్ ఈస్ ఏ ప్రాక్టీస్, ఇట్ ఈస్ ఏ యూసేజ్ which is being followed from long period of time. Why you are doing that? No idea. Someone said some good will happen, do it, so we are doing it. Ante kada? Okay, ఇప్పుడు చూడండి రా, దివాళీ ఉంటుంది. దివాళీ యూ సెలబ్రేట్ విత్ ఎవరు చెప్పారా? రాజ్యాంగంలో రాశారా? Is it written in Constitution of India that Diwali should be celebrated only with crackers? మరి మీరు ఎందుకు చేస్తున్నారు? అందరు చేస్తున్నారు కాబట్టి మేము చేస్తున్నాం సార్ కదా? కాదు. ఇట్స్ ఎ కస్టమ్, ఇట్స్ ఎ ట్రెడిషన్, ఇట్స్ ఎ ప్రాక్టీస్, ఇట్ ఈస్ ఎ యూసేజ్. సంక్రాంతి ఉంది. సంక్రాంతి ఎంతో సెలబ్రేట్ చేస్తారు? కైట్స్. దివాళీ రోజు కైట్స్ ఎగిరేసి సంక్రాంతి రోజు పటాకీలు కలిసి ఏమైనా ప్రాబ్లమా? ఏం ప్రాబ్లం లేదు. తీసుకెళ్లి జైలు వేస్తారా? సంక్రాంతి అప్పుడు పటాకీలు కలిసి చూడండి, ఏం కాదు. దివాళీ అప్పుడు పతంగులు ఎగిరేసి చూడండి, ఏం కాదు. జనాలు మిమ్మల్ని పిచ్చోళ్ళగా చూస్తారు అంతే కదా? వై? బికాస్ అవర్ కస్టమ్, ట్రెడిషన్, ప్రాక్టీస్. హోలీ ఉంది. హోలీ యూ సెలబ్రేట్ విత్ కలర్స్. తెలంగాణలో ఫేమస్ ఫెస్టివల్ ఉంటుంది ఒకటి, బోనాలని, బతుకమ్మ అని. బతుకమ్మ కొత్త పేరు పెట్టారు తెలుసా? ఫెస్టివల్ ఆఫ్ ఫ్లవర్స్. డిఫరెంట్ ఫ్లవర్స్ తెచ్చి సెలబ్రేట్ చేసుకుంటారు, దాని ఫెస్టివల్ ఆఫ్ ఫ్లవర్స్ అన్నారు. ఎవరు చెప్పారు మీకు? అది అమ్మ చెప్పింది. అమ్మకు ఎవరు చెప్పింది? వాళ్ళ అమ్మ చెప్పింది. ఆమెకు ఎవరు చెప్పింది? వాళ్ళ అమ్మ చెప్పింది. ఎందుకో చెప్పారు. దే సెడ్ సమ్ గుడ్ విల్ హ్యాపెన్, ప్లీజ్ ఫాలో. మనం బ్లైండ్ గా ఫాలో అవుతున్నాం అంతే కదా? దోస్ ఆర్ కాల్డ్ customs, traditions, practices, usages which is being followed from long period of time, and some good will happen annaru, blindly we are following it. It is as simple as that. And these customs, traditions will not have universal application. Forget about universal application. Telangana ఉన్నది ఆంధ్రాలో ఉండదు, ఆంధ్రాలో ఉన్న తమిళనాడులో ఉండదు కదా? కేరళలో డిఫరెంట్ ఫెస్టివల్ సెలబ్రేట్ చేసుకుంటారు. ఓనం అని మీకు తెలుసా? ఓనం ఏందో తెలీదు. బికాస్ కేరళ తెలంగాణకే there are cultural differences. Like that, worldwide we have some cultural differences that varies from country to country. Those are what? Conventions. What you follow uniformly are called what? There are 9 great concepts and 4 great conventions. Total 13 items ఉంటాయి. These 13 items are awesome items for us, for our understanding accounting. In the last 2 years, you might have done something. ఎందుకు చేసారో మీకు నాలెడ్జ్ లేదు. ఈ 2 days లో మీకు ఆ నాలెడ్జ్ ఇచ్చేస్తా. అంటే వై యూ డూ దట్, వై వీ డూ దిస్, ఐ గివ్ యూ దట్ నాలెడ్జ్ ఇన్ దీస్ 2 days. క్లియర్? చలో రాసుకోండి. ఇలాగే డమ్ చేయండి. రైట్ ఇన్ మిడిల్ ఆఫ్ ద పేజ్ అకౌంటింగ్ ప్రిన్సిపల్స్. డివైడ్ దట్ ఇంటూ 2. Divide that into 2. Accounting concepts, accounting conventions. Accounting concepts and accounting conventions. Okay na? So under concept you write చిన్న points istanu so that you will understand what it is. ABCD will raskondi. Right, first one, concept means basic idea. Concept means basic idea. Next, it is assumptions. It is assumptions. Next, it has universal application. It is assumptions and it has universal application. It has universal applications. Okay na? Come to conventions. Right. It is custom. It is custom, tradition, practice. It is custom, tradition, practice, followed from long period of time. It is custom, tradition, practice, followed from long period of time. Next, it doesn't have universal application. It doesn't have universal application. Universal application. Clear? This is what concepts, this is what conventions. 9 great concepts we have, 4 great conventions we have. This 13 will form as a strong foundation for our accounting. Why in accounting you do something like this? The answer is here. Okay, na? So last one. First one. In concepts, first one. Business entity concept. Business entity concept. Any book leda? Trial demo class kunnava. కూర్చోబెట్టారా బలవంతంగా? Right. ఓకేనా? So business entity concept. చలో వినండి. Listen here. You are commerce, non-commerce. వినండి. Organizations are broadly categorized into 3 types, Nana. This I told you in introduction class also. Sole proprietors, partnership firms, joint stock companies. These 3 major forms of organization. In sole proprietor, there is only one man. He is owner, he is manager, he is everything. In case of partnership, minimum you will have 2. They are owners, they are managers, they are everything. In case of joint stock company, there is a divorce between ownership and management. I told you that management will be in hands of board of directors, where ownership is in hands of shareholders. And if you read the theory of that respective organization, sole proprietor, ownership and management is one and the same. Partnership firm, ownership and management is one and the same. But joint stock company, ownership is different, management is different. This is theory. Commerce lo meer chadukoni untaru, commerce theory. Okay na? Accounts lo ivanni undavu. When it comes to the accounting, what it says is business entity ante separate person. Entity ante separate person. Business should be viewed as a separate person from that of business. Ante whether you are a sole trader or you are a partnership firm or you are a joint stock company, business is separate, business man is separate. You should separate both. Okay, and always accounting you should view from the viewpoint of but not businessman. Why? Because business does transactions with outsiders, others, and business also does transactions with. To start any business, what is the base? Capital. Oh, business start చేయాలంటే డబ్బులు పెట్టాలి కదరా? The double is nothing but capital. Who gives the capital? Businessman. So businessman is giving to business or not? That capital in the balance sheet we will show it as a liability. Liability అంటే ఏమని చెప్పాను నాన్న? Obligation. What we owe. Can you owe to yourself? No. So understand. So capital we are showing it as liability ante business is separate, businessman is separate. So capital you have to pay to whom? Owner. Who is owner? Businessman. Undoubtedly it's the same. Advaina? So this is what is your story of business entity concept. And they say that apart from the viewpoint, in the books of accounts of the business, you should write expense, income, asset and liability of business only, but not businessman. Okay, non-commerce students you can relax. Commerce students you answer this. Drawings ante intira. Non-commerce student don't worry. If you know well and good, not fine, no problem. Drawings ante intira. It's a personal expenses of owner. Avuna kada? Personal expenses of owner. Will you transfer these to P&L account? Drawings P&L account పోతాయా? What is the treatment of drawings రా? It is deducted from capital. Capital నుంచి కదరా మనం drawings తీసేసేది. ఎందుకు తీస్తాం capital నుంచి drawings? Because it is a personal expenditure. It is not a business expense. That's the reason drawings will not go to P&L account. Drawings is always deducted from capital. What owner gives to the business is capital. What owner takes away from the business is నీ లెక్క నీకే పెడతా, నీ ఖాతా నీకే రాస్తాను, అంతే కదా. యువర్ అకౌంట్స్ capital, your accounts drawings. Capital is what you gave me, drawings is what you took from me. Capital minus drawings will give you net. Okay na? Why we do that? Because of business entity concept. Okay, in the books of accounts, expense, income, asset, liability of only business we will write, but we don't write business. That's the reason personal assets, personal liabilities, personal expense, personal income should not be written in books of accounts, and always you have to view from the viewpoint of business, but not business man. This is what is said by business entity concept. Clear? Last one, points. Right, first concept heading, business entity concept. Ready? Right here. First point, ABCD will raskon points. A point. Entity means separate person. Entity means separate person. Second, business should always be viewed as separate. Business should always be viewed as separate. Business should always be viewed as separate from that of its owner. Business should always be viewed as separate from that of its owner. Next point. Business does transactions with businessman. Business does transactions with businessman and outsiders. Business does transactions with businessman and outsiders. Next, books of accounts of business. Books of accounts of business should consist of expense, income, asset, and liability of business, but not businessman. But not businessman. But not businessman. Clear? Next. Second. Money measurement concept. Second one you write. Money measurement concept. Money measurement concept. Okay na? Chalo, see here, listen. We discussed accounting as language of business, right? This language understands only one language. It doesn't understand anything other than money. I gave you in the previous classes also example. What is this to you? For me? What is this to you? For me? What is this to you? For me? Ante. For you, this is laptop, phone, water bottle. For me, 1 lakh, 1 lakh 50, 20. So I understand only one language. So whatever you have, X, Y, Z, everything should be converted in terms of money. So accounting is known as a measurement discipline, ra. Accounting is known as a measurement discipline. Ante it will have one stick, oka yard stick, oka scale. A scale, ఏం స్కేల్ అది మనది? నువ్వు ఏదన్నీరా, వాట్ ఎవర్ యూ గివ్, ఐ మెజర్ ఇన్ టర్మ్స్ ఆఫ్ మనీ. నాకు ఒకటే లాంగ్వేజ్ అర్థమవుతుంది. వాట్ ఈస్ ద లాంగ్వేజ్? క్లియర్? ఓకే. వాట్ ఈస్ మనీ? మనీ అంటే ఏంటి? వాట్ ఈస్ మనీ? వెరీ గుడ్. ఎక్సలెంట్. మనీ ఈజ్ నథింగ్ బట్ మీడియం ఆఫ్ exchange. You go to market, you want vegetables, you take vegetables, what do you give? Money. You go to kirana shop, you take kirana saman, what do you give? Money. You go to fruit shop, you take fruits, what do you give? Money. You go to Burger King, you take burger, what do you give? Money. Kada? So what is money? Medium of exchange. Okay, good. What are money? What are money? What are all called money? Okay, what are all called money is, like say for example, dollar, money kada? Euro, money kada? Yens, money kada? Money kada? Rupees, INR, money kada? Anni money. So ఏ మనీలో రాయాలి? Which money I should write? Yeah, everything has its own value. So concept is everything is currency only. So question is, which currency I should use? No, you can't use anything like that. Dollar? No. Indian rupees? No. No. Sir, మరి అన్నిటికీ నో అంటే ఏది వాడాలి సార్? Okay. Your currency should be the currency which is in circulation. The currency which is in circulation in the country in which we maintain books of accounts. The currency which is in circulation in the country in which we maintain books of accounts. Okay na? Example, where are we? India. India. No, when you are in India, which currency you follow in India? INR. ఇండియన్ రూపీస్. రూపీస్ కాదు, మళ్ళా ఐఎన్ఆర్. అదేం సార్, ఇండియన్ రూపీస్ ఏంది, రూపీస్ ఏంది? రూపీస్ రూపీస్ కాదా? నో. పాకిస్తాన్ హ్యాస్ రూపీస్, నేపాల్ హ్యాస్ రూపీస్, శ్రీలంక హ్యాస్ రూపీస్. లైక్ దట్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ రూపీస్ వీ హ్యావ్, బట్ వీ డోంట్ ఫాలో దట్ రూపీస్. విచ్ రూపీస్ విల్ ఫాలో? INR, ఇండియన్ రూపీస్ అయిన్ పైసాస్ we are going to follow. Am I clear? Okay na? There was one practical example which was given why we should follow like this, because to bring understandability. In order to bring understandability, దీనికి మంచి ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇస్తాను, గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. దిస్ ఇస్ లైవ్, ప్రాక్టికలీ ఇట్ హాస్ హ్యాపెండ్ ఇన్ హైదరాబాద్. దెర్ వాజ్ హైటెక్ సిటీ సిగ్నల్. ఆ బిల్డింగ్ తెలుసు కదా, హైటెక్ సిటీ బిల్డింగ్. సిగ్నల్ వాజ్ దేర్. ఓ మంచి కారు చాగింది. ఇన్ ద కార్ ఏ ఫారినర్ వాజ్ సిట్టింగ్. ఏ బెగ్గర్ కింగ్. బెగ్గర్ నాక్ ద గ్లాస్ విండో. గ్లాస్ దింపారు. వాట్ కుచ్ దే దోనో బాబా, ఏమని ఇయ్యండి అని అడుక్కున్నాడు. ఫారినర్ తీసి $10 తీసి ఇచ్చారు. $10. ఓకే, హౌ మచ్? 800, 900 టుడే. బెగ్గర్ హ్యాస్ సీన్ $10 థ్రోన్. 10 రూపీస్ ఇవ్వని అడుక్కున్నాడు. అదేం సార్, 10 రూపీస్ ఎక్కువ, $10 ఎక్కువ రా పిచ్చోడా? బట్ he doesn't know the value. He don't understand it. Okay, so if in India you are maintaining books, in India you are doing danda, Indians will understand which currency? INR. Rupees kuda kaadu, INR, Indian rupees are in prices, which is in circulation in the country in which you are maintaining books. Sir, my business is in London, sir. My business is in London. Then What is London currency? Pounds. That you should follow. My business is in Europe. Euros. My business is in China. Yens. అలా ప్రతి కంట్రీకి ఒక కరెన్సీ ఉంటుంది. ఇన్ విచ్ కంట్రీ యు ఆర్ డూయింగ్ బిజినెస్ కాదు, ఇన్ కంట్రీ యు ఆర్ మెయింటైనింగ్ బుక్స్. బికాస్ వాట్ హ్యాపెన్స్, ఫ్రమ్ ఇండియా ఐ డూ బిజినెస్ టు USA. USA follows which currency? Dollars. India follows which currency? INR. మరి ఏది ఫాలో అవ్వాలా? Check where you are maintaining books. You are maintaining books in India. INR. If you are maintaining books in US. Clear? ఇన్ ఇండియా మనం ఉన్నాం కాబట్టి ఇండియాలో ఏది ఫాలో అవ్వాలి? INR. అది మన మనీ. క్లియర్? రాసుకోండి. ఫస్ట్ వన్, అకౌంటింగ్ ఈజ్ ఎ లాంగ్వేజ్ ఆఫ్ బిజినెస్. అకౌంటింగ్ ఈజ్ ఏ లాంగ్వేజ్ ఆఫ్ బిజినెస్. Second, in accounting, all transactions and events are measured in terms of money. Are measured in terms of money. Next point. Money is a medium of exchange. And standard economic value. Money is a medium of exchange and standard economic value. Next point. There are various different types of currencies. But we should use only the currency. Of the ruling country. That is the currency which is in circulation. In which books of accounts are maintained. Okay na? Next you write third concept. ఓ పని చేయండి, థర్డ్ అండ్ ఫోర్త్ టుగెదర్ రాసుకోండి. Going concern concept. Right, next one. Going concern concept. See, what is this meaning of the word going concern concept? Any business that you start, with what intention you start the business? Profit. Okay? How long you are going to run the business? There are two words. First, naki words ki meaning cheppandi, then I'll discuss with you. One is infinite. Another one is indefinite. One is infinite, another one is indefinite. Chepandi. What is infinite? Endless. Endless. No business runs endless. గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. ఓకే, ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చెప్తాను. టుడే ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ టు బై సమ్ ఎలక్ట్రానిక్స్, ఒక టీవీయో ఫ్రిడ్జో ఏదైనా మీరు కొనాలా, కొన్ని బ్రాండ్స్ పేరు చెప్పండి. సోనీ, శాంసంగ్, ఎల్జీ ఎక్సెట్రా, ఇవి ఉన్నాయి కొన్ని. ఓకే, మీకు కొన్ని బ్రాండ్స్ తెలుసా? ఒనిడా విన్నారా ఎప్పుడైనా పేరు? ఈసీటీవీ ఇలాంటి పేర్లు విన్నారా? When I was like you in your age, I used to see TV in ECTV. I know. Huh? Yes, correct. That's the old brands which were in existence, but today it is not there. ఇవాళ మీరు ఫోన్లు చూస్తే ఐఫోన్లు, శాంసంగ్లు, జియోమీలు, జయోమీలు ఏవో వాడుతున్నారు. ఓకే, ఒకప్పుడు గ్రేట్ తోపు బ్రాండ్ వాజ్ నోకియా. యాజ్ సూన్ యాజ్ మీరు ఫోన్ ఆన్ చేయగానే ఒక పెద్ద చేయి చిన్న చేయి వచ్చి ఒక మంచి వెరైటీ మ్యూజిక్ వచ్చేది, కనెక్టింగ్ పీపుల్ అని. ఏడున్నాయి ఇప్పుడు అవన్నీ? ఎందుకు? గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి, నో బిజినెస్ రన్స్ ఫర్ లైఫ్ టైం. ఇన్ఫినిట్ టైంకి ఎప్పుడు బిజినెస్ ఉండదు. బిజినెస్ రన్స్ ఫర్ లాంగ్ పీరియడ్ ఆఫ్ టైం. హౌ లాంగ్? ఐ కెనాట్ టెల్ యూ. దట్స్ ద రీజన్ దే ఆర్ నోన్ యాజ్ indefinite, which cannot be defined. ఇవాళ దందా స్టార్ట్ చేస్తున్నారా? నా దందా లాంగ్ పీరియడ్కి వెళ్తుంది. ఓకే, ఈ లాంగ్ ఎంతో నాకు కూడా తెలియదు. ఐ డోంట్ నో హౌ లాంగ్ మై బిజినెస్ ఇస్ గోయింగ్ టు రన్. ఓకే, సో ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇన్ 2024 we have started Patshala. Precisely 23 అనుకోండి, 24 we have started Patshala. At the time of first batch, Jan 24 was our first batch. With what intention I have started Patshala? To close tomorrow? I purchased a AC. Each AC cost me 50,000 rupees. I purchased a laptop. I purchased benches. I purchased fans. I purchased projectors. I installed boards. I designed this system. With what intention I have spent all this money? That I will close tomorrow? No. My business will run for... Who said that you have a long life? Who said there is a long life? What is a human life? టైం పీరియడ్. ప్రతి దానికో లైఫ్ ఉంటుంది కదా. హ్యూమన్ లైఫ్ ఎంత? 80 ఎక్కడరా? సైన్స్ ప్రకారం హ్యూమన్ లైఫ్ ఈజ్ 100 years. అందుగురించే కదరా వాట్ పీపుల్ సే 100 సాల్ జియో బేటా అని అంటారు కదా. ఏడదీస్తున్నాడు 100 సాల్, ఎవడు జీతున్నాడు? జీవడం లేదు, ఏం లేడు. 60 yearsకే బకెట్లు టక్, వికెట్లు అవుట్. అవునా కదా? ఓకే, ఎందుకు? అవి డిఫరెంట్ రీజన్స్, అది వదిలేసే. ఓకే, నౌ వై యూ పీపుల్ ఆర్ స్ట్రగ్లింగ్ సో మచ్ అట్ ద ఏజ్ ఆఫ్ 17 years, 18 years? ఇప్పుడు సిఏ చేయడానికి మీకు ఒక 4 to 5 years అవుతుంది. ఓకేనా? ఎందుకు ఇంత కష్టపడి సిఏ చేస్తున్నారు? టు గెట్ ఏ జాబ్. ఎప్పుడు? ఫ్యూచర్. నువ్వు బతుకుతావా అసలు? విల్ యూ బీ అలైవ్? యువర్ అజంప్షన్ ఈజ్ ఎస్. So I have a beautiful life in future. Okay, after 25 years I need to earn a 1 lakh salary. I need to have a nice wife, children. I need to have a house, manchi car. Ade kadra assumption. On that assumption only you people are studying. If I say that you are going to die tomorrow, what do you do? First chill item, correct? You said right. If I say that you are going to die tomorrow, what do you do? చిల్ అయిపోతుంది. ఎవరికి వచ్చిన సీఎల్ రయ్యి అని. హూ ఇస్ గోయింగ్ టు స్టడీ బ్లడీ కదా? మనం చదవం ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్. సో గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి, బిజినెస్ ఈజ్ అజ్యూమ్ టు బి గోయింగ్ కన్సర్న్. అంటే బిజినెస్ ఈజ్ గోయింగ్ టు బి కంటిన్యూడ్ ఫర్ లాంగ్ పీరియడ్ ఆఫ్ టైమ్. బికాస్ ఆఫ్ దట్ ఓన్లీ వి ఇన్కర్ సమ్ ఎక్స్పెండిచర్, వి డూ ప్లానింగ్, వి ఇన్వెస్ట్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ క్యాపిటల్. దిస్ ఆల్ విల్ బి డన్ ఆన్ దట్ అజంప్షన్ ఓన్లీ. క్లియర్? బట్ ఈజ్ ఇట్ ఇన్ఫైనైట్? It is indefinite, which I cannot define. Okay, na? First one, points. First one. Going concern means, this concept is also known as continuity concept. Going concern means continuing organization. Continuing organization. According to this concept, next point, it is assumed that, according to this concept, it is assumed that business will run for long period of time. Brackets లో indefinite అనండి, indefinite. Don't write infinite, write indefinite. Next time. No business starts with the intention. No business starts with the intention to close tomorrow. No business starts with the intention to close tomorrow. Full stop. Continue. It is assumed to have a long life. It is assumed to have a long life. Next, because of this concept or assumption, capital expenditures are incurred. On asset. Capital expenditures are incurred on asset, etc. Capital expenditures are incurred on assets, etc. Okay, na? Okay. That's it. Rest of the concepts and conventions we'll see tomorrow. Thank you.